Okay. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Catmark. Once again, kind of as expected generally at this point, Duel Masochist. You saw me quickly updating the stats because, yeah, the end of last stream wasn't so great, and so I didn't do it end of last stream because, just tech difficulties, being frustrated generally. I need to dismantle the... Okay, I can't remember what I actually said about entry things. But I think I need to dismantle the last 8 cards I received. I don't think... yeah, that looks right. I know the UR was extra. So, let's get rid of the last 8 cards. There we go. Back to normal. I can't remember what we said about, entry things. I know that when the... ones with the chance of getting a royal rare were out, we allowed ourselves to get those. But only at the condition that we couldn't use the royal rare. Because it was the celebration or something. Anyway. Enough about that. My microphone is on this time. I have not been talking to just myself. I've been talking to the void also. We are starting second, probably. Indeed we are. Auspicious start, as always, right? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good time. There have been better going second hands. Can't say a whole lot has changed with me. I went climbing over the weekend. I finished my Guardian-only playthrough of Elden Ring Night Reign, so I'm pretty happy with that. They are in fact flame blue eyes. And I'm not actually sure if that gets them started onto everything, but it feels like that gets them somewhere to something. Ascended Blue Eyes, or a monster that mentions. Okay. Right. So do you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon in hand? Yes, you do, which means you have everything. I think. But yeah, what else have I been up to? Watched The Italian Job again. Watched the Disney film The Wild, because I don't know if I've seen that before. It's funnier than I expected, but still, not as good as a lot of the earlier Disney things, I think. Or even the stuff that was right at the transition when 3D models were starting to come in. Did you hard draw Mausoleum? Because you didn't search Mausoleum. Are you playing Mausoleum? Should be. Hard draw it. Okay. Discarded Call by the Grave so they actually get a board going. On the one hand, that's very nice for us. On the other hand, their board is Omni Negate, Monster Negate. And they can they can basically search a spell trap on my turn. Ultimate Fusion. Hyperman Legend. Yeah, so they can still get to it. That's ever so slightly annoying, but, is what it is. I've been thinking about, the nature of this challenge. We're coming up to, I think a year and a half, thereabouts, or we've just gone by a year and a half of doing this. It started in, I think, August. And started, streaming it in September. It's it's been some time at this point. I don't know, like, if I can't hit Master by X sort of date, do I just cut it off? Like, how long do you think you need to give this thing? Because it's not a, I don't think there's a simple like, yes-no for it. They are playing Magia. You can tell that because they're playing the OG Ultimate Dragon there. The thing is, you only have one tuner monster on the field. So, pray tell, how are you getting the other one back? Is there a plan? I mean, the fusion spell is going to be able to destroy a card I control, because they can shuffle back up Blue Eyes from the field. But beyond that, I don't actually know what's going on right now. Yeah, Maiden's stuck in the grave, they have that. So they can tag into an Omni Negate and it lasts for like my turn. Oh, but they didn't actually set the... Okay. That's something. Special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand to graveyard. Okay. So they're gonna summon Blue Eyes, they're gonna get Maiden back, I guess. The card in hand is the quick play, but they didn't set it, so we don't have to worry about that. Do you use Maiden here? No, you're not using Maiden. You are adding a card. Okay. So I can Ogre to, like, banish something. And then... quick effect. Chaos Max. So yeah, they're getting into Magia. And unfortunately I can't stop it with Ogre. So... kinda sucks. That's gonna have to be fine. Dies during the end phase, so there is that. I can stop the Dragon Master Magia, I believe, because this will die in just the end phase. What do I even hit from that? Banisher in the graveyard can activate effects. Not particularly a problem. I think I'd just get rid of the Bestial, right? Who cares about the rest of those? Right. So, in this case, I think I can hit this, right? I could. Yeah, it feels like a good idea. And they're not using it, okay. Can they not use it? Level 1 Light Tuner. That guy is not a level 1. Main 2. 1. 2. 3. 4. Destroy special summon Light Dragon from your grave. So I can get back the Spirit Dragon, because I believe it... yeah, this end phase. Important note. Synchro summoned card. Okay, so they've got a graveyard negate. So that's what they've got on that. Now I can use the quick play spell. But I can just like double trap it really, and that'll do it. We can do Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare into Lost Wind, or Lost Wind into Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare, I think. No, it has to be Lost Wind first. Sure. Not sure we're living. Okay. So we're losing a lot of cards next turn. If we get to next turn, but I think we do. Do it. Make Magia, you know you want to. There you go. At least I'm going to assume it's Magia. Yeah, there's one, there's two. DMM. Okay, so I think I want to actually just Floodgate Trap Hole it. Respond with the negate. And then respond with Lost Wind. Now that just exists of... Oh, yeah, right, no. Kind of forgot about that. Top few. Hop here, Primite, fantastic. What does Primite actually do? Negate the effects of all monsters, banish the same type or attribute as a normal monster. I think I just want to get rid of the hop here then. Like, negating all monsters I control is not a huge issue. Presumably, yeah, they send a Blue Eyes. And they hit him with the Blue Eyes first, probably. That makes sense to me. Indeed, they go battle phase. And they hit him with the blue. Yeah, okay. So that's 1,000. And then I take another 6/5. That's pretty rough. And my couple cards that are on the field are not surviving thanks to the other thing, so yeah. I guess we can call it a game. Good start, you know, love to see it. Welcome back to Duel Masochist, platform gaming. I don't know. I don't think it was a misplay with Magia because it just didn't matter, you know? That's obviously the truth. If it ended up mattering that I couldn't get over 4K, then, you know. Those ones that, like, doesn't... Yeah, okay. Game server doesn't respond doesn't equal a, you know, win or a loss, which is good. I never really checked that, I just kind of assumed. Okay, sweet. We gotta choose, we gotta go first. That's what we want to do. Is what most people want to do. We also want to connect to the match. Cool. That's not the worst hand. I can lock her into Valor, into her. They could have an Ash, but if they have an Ash, they have an Ash. It doesn't make a difference whether it's my turn or theirs. And that goes through, which means we have the boy. Okay, so we've got a Compulse, we've got a Monster Negate, we've got an Omni Negate. The Omni Negate costs both monsters on my side of the field. But surely that's fine. For it also provides a possible send of a monster to the grave, not by card effect, but by game mechanics. Is it burn? Feels like it could be burn. We have a Spectator? I guess someone's spectating them, because I don't see any reason anyone would be spectating me. Okay. That's why you set 2 cards. It was a blind allure. If you got another monster, please send it. You might not, but I'm just curious. Also, if it is a deep draw deck, then, you know, getting rid of another monster means they have one less resource to try and draw. Oh, it's probably actual Lair of Darkness. Huh. Imagine that. Time Maiden. They can target Time Lords. Yeah, I can target Time Lords. We let that go. Banish this card, special a Time Lord with 0 from your deck, but you cannot special summon other monsters during the turn, which they've already special summoned, so they're locked from that effect. Did you add a 0 attack Time Lord? You added a 0 attack Time Lord. If you control no monster, you can normal summon this. You haven't used your normal summon. Nice. And one network. That's minorly annoying. But they can't do anything with it. I can do something with this though. Negate your effects for a turn. Take 21. You do not halve my life points. You do shuffle yourself back into the deck during your standby phase. I think I'm okay with that. You got 3 set cards. So it is probably burn. The Numeron network was there to scare me, which means Sorry Dragon Cycle is not doing a lot. What can I make here? I can make 9 lives. They have monsters in their graveyard. I will have monsters in my graveyard. I could make Yongander. Why not? I think this is funny. It also has less attack than everything on my side of the field and condenses my field, which is possibly slightly more important. Macrocosmos. That's okay. At the moment, that is fine. Still gonna do it. Right, detach. The Valor. I now no longer have a 9. 3, 1. I didn't actually remember and or realize that macro works on Xyz material. That is slightly disastrous for us. Alright, let's do it. It's your monster effect. We're going to get 1. And 2. And 3. Give us a trap. You're not going to like any of them. Boss fight, okay. Set 1. Your move. That is a-okay by me. Don't need you to control anything. If you get another Time Lord, which you can do by banishing the Maiden, that's, you know, that's fine. You can normal summon, but you also won't have a free field, so you won't be able to normal summon. I genuinely don't know what the purpose of this is. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, we do this now. If you don't want to tap, and you can use a Solemn Judgment or something. I don't know what you have. Hello, Mr. M. Gaiman. How are you doing? Hope you're well. We have played against Blue Eyes and lost, and we are playing against Stun and or Burn. And yeah, we're at the point where we are fighting them to a standstill. Such is the plan. We've drawn first blood, and that means we win, right? We got a whole lot of tokens, and we have a targeting banish. You got 2 face downs, you've got a monster, you've locked yourself from special summoning for the rest of the turn, so what if I just get rid of your monster? Just curious. Okay, that's what happens if I get rid of your monster. It leaves. So are these last cards like Mirror Force or something like that? Because I could see them being Mirror Force. You've got Macro Set. I haven't attacked, and therefore I haven't had a chance to trigger them. Metaverse. Interesting. So yeah, I think we do this. End turn. We just kind of wait this out. Because we've got our resource loop online, they would have responded to boss stage if they had anything to respond to boss stage with. Which kind of proves that they don't. So we're going to get Naglfar. Now if Naglfar gets banished, that's fine. I'd prefer he didn't, but it is okay. I kind of forgot he gets summoned in defense position. Probably should have summoned a Lopter. We have made the play of all time by, you know, stealing our opponent's own Lilith because we forgot that Xyz materials go to the Banish Zone under macro. Oh, that's it. One card at a time. Call by the Grave, which isn't particularly useful at this point. No. Let the token die. Monster Reborn. They don't have anything that I do. So we can get Lopter out. And then we could get a normal summon if we wanted. I think I want to leave you in defense, and I want to leave you in the hand. We're just going to attempt to clear this decisively. Droll and lock, okay. And then a direct. Whatever it is they want to do, they have lost. Let's just get Nidhogg just to round it off. Really sell it. There we go. Full generator field. Ha's gone, but at this point we don't actually need Ha. Okay. Wait for you to declare an attack and then we can just banish it. It is just a quick effect. I don't really know what they're expecting. Also, there's definitely some counter synergy because they've been playing this, but they're playing Time Lords as well. Is the Time Lord's insulation for if you go first, so you stick a big fungus on the field that you hope they can't get rid of, but the problem is they can target it? Because that feels like what the idea is. We can look in a couple of seconds anyway. At least it was convincing. And we're back up to 3 wins to rank up. You Time Lord support when? Maybe never. Probably never. And yeah, they are playing the gate stuff, but that is insane counter synergy. To be fair, this deck doesn't look like it's constructed the exact best. You've got Magical Mallet at 3. But you're also not maxing out on, like, Calling. Well, you might as well actually max out on Calling. This is a rare, this is a super. You should probably just max out on Dim Fissure. Stop with all the battle traps. All the battle traps. 2 of them, but, you know. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Raigeki, which are probably just free cards that they're putting in, rather than actual choices. Astral Creepo, so yeah, they've got like 10s. You've got a Random Unchained as well. They've bought bundles. You can tell that they've got bundles. Oh, we get a login bonus again. Neat. Take that. Okay, let's go to the shop and let's get ourselves some legacy tickets. Can you remember what we said about, like, login packs? Because I did get a login pack. And then I can't remember what we said on it, so I just dismantled it. Spectral Sword, we already have. Can't use the arrow keys, can scroll. Xyz Agent. No. Wonder Balloons is funny, but not particularly good. Pentasag's useful, but we already have one. Malseverus is not really an archetype. It kind of is. Can't remember either, I mean, yeah. We just went with the safe bet. And, oh wait, hold on, that's a new card. Banish a World Legacy from your hand or face of field, type 2, special, but they can't attack. Have you done it for all the login pass since you started? I accepted that we could get the logins where they had a master card as like an addition, but the condition was that we couldn't use the Royal Rare, right? That was the condition. And that was because it was the, like, anniversary or something, right? But I can't remember what we did before that. And honestly, it's not like it matters at this point. I don't think it's made a drastic change. We got 1 new card, and it is for a new archetype. Which means we don't have a card that this applies to. So yeah, that's something. X-Saber support. You control an X-Saber Synchro. Stop reading. Pack number 2, because we are still in Platinum. Wait, I'm moving the keyboard. That feels like a smart move. Oh, I could just, yeah, rest it on lap. The good news, your chances are increasing for getting new cards. Technically true. Yeah, which makes it even crazier that we only get the odd new one every now and then, right? Like this guy. Cannot be destroyed battle. Light 2 monsters except field or graveyard. So, pretty much light plus hand. As long as the monsters on your field or graveyard share an original name with any monster on your opponent's field or graveyard, monster you control cannot be struck by card effects. Which feels pretty likely. You can send from your hand, deck, or extra deck 1 monster with the same original name, target 1, banish it. So it's a mirror match card, which isn't going to work for us. This is neat, but we need more counter traps. Armageddon Knight's good, but we already got one and we aren't playing him. So, unfortunate. I guess we could play him in, like, Shadows. It is Centigrave card effect, you know? Can't use him for, like, Dark Worlds or anything, but Shadows, maybe. And we get to choose first. You're treating me so nicely today. What do you think about, like, the duration of this challenge? I've been going for about 1.5 years at this point. And I'm trying to think about, like, what's a good time to, like, just really call it a day? Like, if I don't hit Master by, like, the 3-year mark, is that, like, excessive? If I, like, don't hit Master at, like, 2 years, 2.5, I don't really know. Or do I just keep going until I hit Master? I don't know why I've suddenly started thinking about it. It's not like we're close. Like, not even remotely. Okay. Join the main phase tribute special. Neat. Unfortunately, Baldrake is not going to be of much use in this scenario. I guess I can banish it from the graveyard during the end phase. That's something. I can banish something from the top of their massive deck. There's summoning Fallen About As. Could you not? Oh wait, they didn't use his effect. They would have had priority on that. Well, okay, not all cards in this deck are equal. We can see that firsthand right now. I think when you just feel like the time is to stop, yeah, okay, that's fair. Draw 2. Well, sure thing. Not like I can stop that. We know what the next 2 cards are, even. They know what the next 2 cards are. I have a Druid Swarm. You're not a tuner. No. And they have an Assault Synchron, so they can Synchro Summon, for what it's worth. Which is probably something. But I don't really know. We might not even want to control a monster just so we can do Alpha next turn. Synchro for 8. Into Excel. Is this to make Baron? I feel like this is just to make Baron. Yeah, that's fine. I've got a Baldrake, but I'm probably just using it as a blocker for like the last thing I need to do. No. Please stop asking for them. Although, let me leave the top one. I don't get the reason for, like, actually using that effect to get the Stardust out, because you can retrieve this. And you're already Synchro Summoning for Baron anyway. For the rest of this turn, that Synchro monster is... Oh, okay. Didn't see that. Neat. And by neat, I mean I hate it, but you know. Okay, that's summoning that back. Which gives them... Oh, they didn't put it in attack. It's odd. Yeah, you could have just put it in attack position. It would have given you another 15. Oh, it's just... Okay. I mean, that gives you another 15, I guess, you know? That is the same combined attack value. No, it's not. It's 500 less. Yeah, that's fine. Target a banished card, shuffle it into the deck. Your deck destroy. Opponent's negate. Well, they have one banished card. so that's unfortunate. Discard rollback. Man, you really just get the good, you know, good draws, good rolls. Now I'm going to somehow search for Branded Fusion. Matchbook. Discard and one random card from your opponent's hand face off. Unfortunate that it's half, but happens. He's limited, right? Yeah. Do you have one in your grave now? You do. You still have Ecclesia. So that's 2 tuners, 2 4s, so I guess you can make a rank 4. And a face down. And a face down. Yeah, I want to wait until the main phase. Destrudo. Okay, so I want to use Alpha. And then I want them to negate. They're going to shuffle hard back into the deck throw. Oh, no, they're just going to destroy Alpha. Huh. That's not what I expected. I guess that is functionally the same as a negate. Except it doesn't leave me the body. What can I can't do an 11, can I? No, I took it out. So I could attack to draw 2. I think we wait to see at least. Let's get rid of Albaz. That feels like it's pretty key for the Albaz deck. Alright. Have it your way. And then have it your way again, because you've got rollback in grave. I can't really take control of the monster they control, because that's not actually going to do anything for me. That's not the worst. But I kind of have to do this and monster effect. I mean, I do just kind of lose here, like, really badly. Well, that's something that I kind of didn't really think about. Yeah. If you hit Destrudo, that'd be really funny. Oh, you're gonna put Destrudo on your field just for giggles, just for... Yeah, just to bully me. That's mean. That's just BM, you could just attack, you know. Just get to the battle phase. I've got 1 card. What are you scared of? Why did you get this specifically? Of course I just let that go through, right? Nah. Why take the damage when we could save it? We've got our own Assault Synchron, we want to protect our life points on the off chance that we need it for some reason. Yeah. Branded Slot wins again. You see, Branded feels like a deck that's just never going to stop getting support, which feels like, on the one hand, like, yeah, you're continuously supporting an archetype so it stays meta relevant, or like at least rogue for like just years. That seems pretty cool, you know? You don't make people just like have to go out and get a new deck at some point. On the other hand, what about all the other archetypes that are just like less lucky? You know, what about... I guess, what about what, you know? They receive 2 or 3 new support cards, but, like, it doesn't make them good. It doesn't make them okay. It's, like, they aren't in the same situation as, like, you know, how many decks are in the same situation as Hero or Skull Servant? Like, you just get a new card every so often, and you just kind of, like, you know, from there you basically build something that's just, you know, it's good to go. Because they've just given you small incremental bits of support, like nearly every year, or every couple of years. Like, I think Ninja's also kind of like that, right? Where you just occasionally get a new card that has Ninja in the name. Are we doing Noble Knight plays? Or are we doing Flame Swordsman plays? Or are we doing K9? We're doing all of them. Because that's Flame Swordsman plays. That's anything Fire Warrior. Soundmantle with Chain, that's not a negate. I'm not seeing a spell or trap, you know, spell negate at the moment. Sorry, only anime decks get support. I mean, Skull Servant isn't an anime deck, but that just gets support. Skull Servant, like, it's kind of like a fan favourite, and it's also literally been around since the start of the game. But, like, I don't know, what deck are we going to pick out of the hat? Because, like, DM actually, like, DM era decks get support. You actually, oh, you're doing fucking Inferno bullshit. I mean, I have Dark Ruler no more. It's like, that's pretty good. But I don't think I can, like, Dark Ruler no more my way through a whole board, simply because I don't have the raw attack stat. I need to get, like, another generator. Maybe? I don't know. And what GX deck? What random GX deck has not gotten support? I'm trying to think. Most of them have. Yeah, I guess that's actually really easy. They gave MST a complete archetype, yeah. Like, Valence exists as, you know, incorporates Senate Switch into it. MST now has an archetype dedicated to it. Gate Guardian got a complete retrain, but it's still built around 3 pieces. Cyber Angels is a good one, yeah, that's an anime deck that just doesn't have support. Cloudians got 1 new support card. Just 1, and not since. But, like, yeah. There are there are a lot more than just those. Like, Nordics got a wave of support. But they did, like, it's, you know, their initial wave and then that, and I think that's kind of it, right? You take a look at what else? I feel like Cher, or is her name Sherry? I forget, but you know, the person who, like, Baron de Fleur belongs to. Yeah, Roids is a good answer. Specifically Vehicroids, because, you know, Speedroids also count as roids. But yeah, Ancient Gear got support. Vampire has, like, on and off support, like some here, some there, and then just kind of, you know, miss it with the rest. Archfiend got support. Like, it just, that's I guess kind of another deck that just incrementally gets, like, you know, a new Archfiend card every so often. That happens too. Amazoness got a new wave of support that doesn't make them, like, great, but makes them more playable. Like Harpies did. I'm trying to think, like, even Macrocosmos is, like, now a deck, you know? They're releasing more support for it. They're releasing extra copies of Macrocosmos in the form of a continuous spell. Yeah, Venom doesn't have any support. It's just, you know, it's a reptile deck, and therefore it uses just the regular reptile stuff, like Ogdoadic, Snake Rain. That's your most up-to-date Venom support. like, Yugioh got an entire meta deck around it, Sacred Beast got their, like, structure deck retrain, and then they got their actual, like, they got a new retrain recently. Bastion, of course, playing Magnets, which got a retrain. Also his, like, I don't really know what you call them, but, like, you know, the Hydrogeddon, the Oxygeddon, Duotarian, Water Dragon, like, that stuff. You know, that all got new support, that all got new cards. Fossils is, like, pretty, I mean, yeah, but the thing is, Fossils is, like, past 5 years for the game's release, you know? So, like, while they haven't got, like, support, they also, like, haven't existed for a huge amount of time. I'm trying to think about what I can do here. They can... oh, they can X these for K9. They dump this in the grave. This is a 5. And they have that in hand, because of course you fucking do. What do you do? You get to set a quick play spell. It's okay. It's not ideal, but I can work with it. The main issue here is that, like, I can't clear anything, right? Because this is 25, which clears, like, this, any of these, like, you know. But I don't have anything over 3k, I have one monster over 3-1. Which I think I arguably have to summon. And you have Book of Moon. Of course, you have Book of Moon, which is going to render one of these useless. It's non-targeting changed to face down. Could you fuck off, mate? Dark Rule or no more is not enough to break a board at the moment. What the hell? And it's not even like they had spell or trap, you know, spell or trap negation. They just... that feels just a little bit rough, you know? BES got support for, like, you know, there's just... lots of decks have just got, like, little bits of support. But, like, Branded feels like they just, like, you know, people really like this. And so, it is everyone's deck now for all of time, right? You'll never have to build anything else, for you have Branded. They haven't activated anything, but they have MST sleeves. And so I'm immediately nervous. At the very least, I can get Lotta and I can get Valor. I've got Chaos Mirage in hand, which isn't great. But I have Saranare in hand, which is kind of a hand trap, although if MST sleeves are anything to go by, that's going to be of no use here. Well, that worked. Colour me surprised. Cyber Dragon just keeps getting support every now and then. Armed Dragon gets, like, the odd retrain, but, like, Union, VWXYZ, ABC, that all gets, like, some serious retrains. Frequently. They announce new Toon support, yeah. And it's not like... okay, Toon Kingdom isn't, like, a recent card, but, like, Toon BLS, Toon Kingdom, Toon Bookmark. Again, that's still kind of, like, past 5 years, past, like, 6 years, right? If it's DM, it's probably had support in, like, reasonably recent history, you know? Whereas I think when was, like, the last time anyone thought about Venoms was Mirror Masters. And Joe's audience ain't huge, so I'm not sure that many people thought about Venoms. Send roll unlock. Okay. You may special summon. Mech Lords. They got the support battle at the same time. Yeah, you can add a Raid Raptor. You use your normal summon. But that is 4 darks. I can stop a summon. 1. And then I can negate a monster effect. And then have an Omni negate. And that is an Xyz summon, which means this is already a good thing to stop, you know? Oh, that's a very good thing to stop. Goodbye. You're not on the field. Two cards in hand, 2 monsters on the field. Another Raider Knight. Yeah, go for it. Blackwings have probably more support than most in recent history, yeah. Blackwings and Ray Raptors have like a good chunk of support. Yeah, I'm not letting that resolve. I don't think that's a particularly controversial take. The last card in your hand would have to be something crazy. Have you forgotten that we have this? Because it feels like the answer is yes. Seems that the answer is yes. Either that or they were hoping I would just let it resolve. They gave Gimmick Puppets an FTK. That they did. Like, Battle and Boxer got a couple new support cards. They don't make the deck great, but again, they got support. Heroics was a little while ago, but they got new cards. If it's anime, it probably has support, but there's like so many things not. That just like, yeah, they exist. I'm probably going to get support sometime. Like, general bugs, I guess if you want to count like Weevil Underwood and like Ballpark and everything. That feels like that's got, you know, that just constantly gets support. It's not an oppressive deck or anything. I got Raid Raptor to control special summon. Well, damn, you had one more card. That makes a 6, which they have a couple 6s, if I remember right. That's one of them. Attach 1, attack all. Start. Okay. That's fair enough. You are getting banished next turn, though. As is your graveyard. As is my graveyard, but I don't think I care about that as much. Yeah, that's fine. I only take... oh. Equal to half, right. Well, you're going to go Battle Phase? That's kind of what you have left. Battle Phase means Zeus. Although, I don't think you're actually playing Zeus in Raid Raptors for some reason. Right, okay. I guess you, yeah, on like Zexal, Sharks get support pretty constantly, Galaxy Eyes, Utopia for obvious reasons. I'll get rid of you. Like Heraldic Beast recently got more support. Can I target? Oh, I can. But there's no point because Ruddy is a fire monster. So yeah, let's get rid of your field, and now let's get rid of your grave. Goodbye. And goodbye. No, that's okay. Like, even the thing is, like, even obscure DM era cards have, like, support. Not cards, characters. And, like, the obscure GX era characters are also getting support. They started to do it with 5Ds. I don't know how long that goes on. How much that continues. Top deck Raid Raptor Tribute Valiance. I mean, they could, but it wouldn't do a lot for them. Better would be Nibiru. And so we'll get the card that banishes a thing. Because they have a single draw, they have a continuous spell in the field, and we have a compulse for an extra deck. So if they actually get into the extra deck, we're fine. And if they don't, we just banish whatever it is. Which is what happens in this case. 1, 2, target. Good game. And we don't need to drag this out, let's just change it to attack position and swing. Not that we can drag it out. I say that like we've got combos to do, you know? Also, welcome Drowning Abyss. Makes me think when they're going to do Arc V with all the pen decks. Well, that's the thing. Arc V has also, like, had a good chunk of support. They're not going to support Super Heavy Samurai anytime soon, because look at what happened the last time they did that. Melodia's got some pretty good cards. Odd Eye's got some stuff by, like, general pendulums, but, like, that's as far as it went. It was just kind of general pendulums. Trying to read the OCG manga. Neat. Okay. Oh, the one that's based off modern Yugioh. Sounds interesting. Is it any good? Shining Sark, Morkoaki Miru, Gaius, Ice Barrier, Alien, Tistina, Banished Dragons, which isn't particularly good, and Gizmek. They play actual decks and use hand traps. I mean, that makes for, like, I think more interesting Yu-Gi-Oh! Overall. I like anime Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, in terms of, like, how they just kind of, like, have these situational cards and everything. I think that's, like, kind of hype. But I don't think it's realistic. I don't think anyone does. Has to be used for the synchro of a machine. The other synchro materials are Mecha Phantom Beasts. Ooh, in hand, though. So this is not the worst. Spirit, Sylvan, Unification. Not a new card. OCG Structures Manga. Okay. Right, we just jump back into it, because those cards do not change the deck, I don't think. I'm going to have a quick look at the Mech Phantom Beast, but the thing is, it's only the one Blue Impala, and it seems like we'd want more. It says monsters. So could I summon this? It looks like I could summon this and then just like have 2 Stealth Ray in hand, and then I have Jasculin. Jaculuslan. When Synchro Summon Tribute tokens, yeah, it wouldn't have any effect. It really wouldn't have any effect. But I could get to it, you know. I don't know what machine synchros I have. That's the other thing to look at. Machine synchros. So, of course, we have one. It's one non-tuner win synchro, so that won't work. 1 plus non-tuner machines. So that works. That works. That's a Vylon tuner. That works, but it's a pretty bad idea. Gen X tuner, so no. Gen X. Super Heavy Samurai, so that's a no. anime decks make big money. That they do. That's why they keep doing it. But, like, you know, other decks exist too. There's things outside of the anime. I'm not really pushing for something like Centurion to get support, but hey, it gets support. It makes my life less joyous. Thunder Dragon became a fully realized archetype, you know? That was literally 2 cards. Thunder Dragon and the card that you need Thunder Dragon to make. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Oh, woe is me. 2 generators, no Vala, 2 traps, and a Raigeki. 2 traps gonna do some lifting. If the synchro sleeves were right, then Floodgate should actually do something. Red Eyes keeps getting support, but it just doesn't have a deck identity still, so I guess there's that. But yeah, it feels like just like Hero, Branded. Yeah, Iron Chain is a forgotten thing. Definitely say that. Yeah, this feels good. Can I Floodgate this? Because that is a win. No, I cannot Floodgate. Okay, well I can do Raigeki. Okay. So what's the extra normal summon then? You have me intrigued. Tribute summon. Karyushin. During your main phase. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna Floodgate this. Because I don't want you getting a search. I feel like if you're summoning that, you probably have a search. So... Geki. Like, there are a few forgotten archetypes, but, like, Iron Chain is truly forgotten. They don't have a particularly fun playstyle because it's deck out. But, I don't know why I didn't do that. But what is it? Maliseverus doesn't have any support either. That's one of those that's kind of like, the forgotten archetypes. But Materiactor basically got memed into an archetype. That was another one that you would call a forgotten archetype. Oh. Tip for hat. Yes, please. Oh dear. It is in defense position, and it gets destroyed at the end of the battle phase. So that doesn't do anything, I don't think. I just get a guy on the field to exist for 2 seconds. If it was a Fusion Sync or an Xyz, Ally of Justice, Umbral Horror. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh. Okay. Wait a second. We back. Now I can pick their objectively higher attack monster, but I think I just want to, at the start of the battle phase... Yeah, that feels fine. Because this is going to get rid of, like, cards from the top of their deck one at a time. If they summon out the big dragon, okay, I take 100, but I think that's actually worth it because I get to do this. I can just basically make sure that the top of the deck isn't anything. Gluttonous, Deprison, Moray, Lantern, Reincarnation. I don't think I care about Gluttonous. Yeah, I have 2 cards in hand. So get rid of Deprison. It's 100, but like, okay. I think I can live. They can get this. Okay, do they have a Synchro 5? If they have a Synchro 5, that might be a problem, but I don't think so. It also means I then get to banish from the top of their deck again, if they use it. And they don't actually want to set anything, because I'll just run that over instead of, you know, whatever they bring out with this. And there are still, like, archetypes that haven't actually been converted from, like, the anime, regardless of whether it's filler or not, into TCG. Like, there's the doll monsters thing from GX. Where, you know, that haunted doll makes a chimera of, you know, just things. Okay. It's equal or lower. You don't get it back. Like, you can't synchro summon with it because it's just dying anyway. And I control a water monster, that's the only thing I control. I guess they're trying to fish around and see what the face down is, right? Surely. When was the last time Worms got any support, you know? Like, they are going through the dual terminal stuff, like they gave, like, Ice Barriers a whole load of support. They've just gone to, like, Jirak as the latest one, right? Okay, special summon a big goober. Each player can only control one face-up non. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, I'm just gonna attack this. Do the thing. Bad top decks. Why will Dark Hole get the rest of the support? True, there is Dark Hole Dragon. And Dark Hole Dragon. And that's it, you know? It's Dark Hole Dragon and Dark Hole. Right, let's do it as the last card Ash Blossom. Because you haven't activated it for any reason. Okay. Good game, sir. But that is the end of it. So we're gonna get 1. Although I guess, like, yeah, no. We do it this way. I guess the last card could be evenly matched, you know? It's entirely possible. The thing is, because we have a generator in hand and we have Valor, this is not actually a problem anymore. Ignoring this. And yeah, there you go. It is last thing of the month, so there are going to be a few duels scattered around that are, like, a little easier. I mean, for a Masochist deck, this is pretty damn good. Cubics have been forgotten. That was, yeah. Which is weird, because that's a film. And, like, the films are kind of iconic. And, like, okay, Pyramid of Light, how the hell are you going to retrain, like, you know, the Sphinx? Those are god-awful. Well, worse than god-awful. The gods are better than those. The gods have gotten support. But you know what I mean. Blue Eyes will never have, like, a Shining Dragon be a relevant card. They've given Blue Eyes so much support that you can play, like, any playstyle of Blue Eyes you want. And you still probably couldn't get Shining Dragon to work in the current day. Okay, Comedy, which we already have. Speaking of Venoms, that's our 4th Good Witch? 5th Good Witch? Malefics, yeah. Into the Void's new, that is a good draw card. Is it limited? It's not limited. Interesting. TG's got some support not too long ago. Time Lords, of course, we've already mentioned they haven't really got any support recently. Arguably, the most support you have for Time Lords is possibly like the Morganite cards. That's a pretty decent Destiny hero. But that's about all we got. These are some rather miserable pulls lately. Red Dragon Archfiend got their structure deck, but again, that's kind of like main character thing. Side characters that don't have their support. Moki Moki is still missing like the rest of like their cards, I guess. Right? Because Moki Moki is the normal monster, the fusion monster, the effect monster, and like the Smackdown. Human Wave Tactics isn't even technically, like, it's level 2 or lower normals, right? Okay. So let's start with this. That goes through. Do we get it back? Seems it. Are you going to do a Max C or an Imperm? Imperm. That's okay. Because we do just have Monster Reborn and we can just get it back for free. So that's neat. Normal summon. Do this one. We'll tribute off the Valor, seeing as that's now not doing a thing. Get this out. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then we just use the 4th for the last one here. That feels pretty decent. Summon Negate, Omni Negate. Field Spell. Thanks for using the Imperm on something that definitely mattered, TM. Standby. Main. Cool. And that's where we do this. Add a Drytron Spell Trap. Give us a boss stage. So yeah, we can summon from the deck with boss stage. We can use Heart to like make them send a monster, and then we'll get token. So yeah, Insulate from Ash, and then send a monster, please. You control the card, so you can't Imperm. What do we get here? That's the question. Utgarda? I feel like Utgarda's pretty good in this scenario. And give us a token. Now this doesn't do anything against ritual decks, so we basically got these two as the tribute material for either Har or for Utgarda. The ritual spell is not a once per turn. I need to remember that. Add a light machine. Yeah, that's okay. Evil Swarm. Yeah, going back to like dual terminal things, you're correct. Evil Swarm falls under that. You contribute... Which one did you do? Zeta. Special this. Add a ritual spell. That seems like a no. I don't know if we can target the Drytron ritual monsters. Destroyed. Spell trap effects. Monster effects, okay. One of them cannot be targeted for monster effects, that happens. But destroy it during the end phase, okay. What are you summoning? Koala. They actually got some new support now. Or it's like recently in Master Duel that they got some support. Yeah, that's fine for the moment. can add a ritual monster from your deck. Right, so we do this here. We tribute this off. And all we're doing is we're getting Valor, so we can get extra bodies. And then we can tribute off the 2 bodies. Because at the moment, they only have the 1 monster on the field. They have an unknown in hand. Ben 10. Okay. You don't have quick play ritual spell. So it doesn't matter. Darts support just forgotten about. Yeah, but I feel like Darts is going to be in the same vein as like go for it. That's not relevant. But Darts I feel like is in the same vein as like the guy who used the mech armor suit, right? They just aren't gonna do it. Like Raphael with the Guardians, those were like, I think already printed anyway, right? Right. I gotta add 1 to my hand. They have to be different names. So basically take whatever effect they haven't used. You've used Thuban, that's on the field. So I can add Alteus. Yeah, we'll add Alteus. You got 1 monster. I suppose they could retrain the Guardians. Yeah, they could. I don't think they would, to be honest. That feels like that's one of those that they're just not going to. You haven't used that one. Tribute Ben 10. Ben 10 adds Light Fairy. And then you can summon a Drytron from your grave. They have so many! Did I stop streaming for a second? I'm still streaming. Okay. Right. I need to check, because I think I can... When your opponent activates a spell or trap card. Right. Notably, Monster Effect is not among that. Also, I can just actually stop the Xyz summon. That is something else. They haven't normal summoned, have they? You cannot special summon except monsters that cannot be normal summoned set. Okay. I think I was confusing Drytron and Adventures, like, restrictions for a second. And... okay, that's a little weird, but we'll stop it. Goodbye. Now, do you want to do anything with the other card you have? They have fought through a lot of things. I'm doing my best to stop them. I'm not sure if it's working. You've got an... Did you add Eva? You added... Oh, they added a mystery card. I don't actually know what they added. There's Droll Unlock. Okay. Is this an Xyz? For your actual, like, you know, in-archetype Xyz? Or can you not do that? That is their normal summon, so they have given up on the Herald. Which is interesting. I don't know why they would do. Yeah, they can make it. We know they don't have the ability to ritual summon in hand. That's something. Let's just finish this. Unaffected by other cards' effects. Wow. That sure would have been good to keep the Solemn for. Zeus it be. I guess there's no reason why you shouldn't play Zeus in the deck, yeah. This is going to get sent to the graveyard anyway, so I maintain this until they summon the Zeus, and then just banish the Zeus. Tributes for cost, so who cares? Fair enough. There he is. I mean, if you're gonna anyway. They forced it out, which is good on them, but they are down to normal summon. They've got Diviner in the hand, possibly Eva, possibly a Drytron name. I have a limited amount of generators I can draw. I have plenty of Abyss-Seals. Speaking of, let's just summon and hit in. We're going to get rid of you. Then you can add a ritual monster, then you can add a ritual spell. So, yeah, let's just get rid of this. I feel like getting the ritual monster is more important than the ritual spell. We would have preferred a generator name because that really would have secured us the win, methinks. But it's okay, you can't have everything. And yeah, a generator name would have secured us the win. Alright, the important question, do they have full combo from here? Because they possibly do. Send Ben 10. True, your Drytron summon this. Then you can add a ritual monster. So they're still in it, kind of. I don't know. They need to get to a ritual spell, which I think they can do, right? They can also make an Exile monster. Again. You wanted this one in the grave. Synchro for 4. No, Synchro for Baron. Alright. Normally Baron isn't done like that, but if it works... Alright, they got a miscellaneous card in hand. I think we're screwed. Do I hold the crackdown? They can target to destroy, and then even if we steal it, the effect goes through. Or we can try and steal it to force the negate, and then they can, you know, just tag out. Because they get the first action. So I think we hold it at risk to ourselves. These all summon themselves into defense, so there is a chance they just have Baron. If I lose here, I lose here. But I do not lose here. Right, what's the last one? This draw is the win or lose. Tribute Natasha. Summon this, summon another one. So what, they can make the XCs? Is that the idea? The thing is, if I steal this, not only can't I activate the effect anyway, but it also is just once well face upon the field. Slacker. Cannot be short of battle. Alright. Fiendish Chain. Okay. So it's set 1, set 2. Alright. I can steal Baron. That's like the best I can do. Well, no, I can negate the Baron, which will then not be able to attack. Yeah. Right, so now we try and steal the Baron. We do actually have to burn everything on this, unfortunately. Was there a point to me taking the Eva? I don't think so. Like, it allows me to make Anima, but it also pluses them, like, so many cards. Anyway, I have a Baron. What do you have? Can't attack, effects negated. You have an Eva. That is Link 2. Is that for SP? It is for SP, Little Knight. Are you going to, in fact, banish a card? Doesn't seem like it. Nope, okay, they are. Banish the Baron, yep. They can't kill me this turn. So if I get a generator, I still think I'm in this. Oh. About that. You forgot SP. This duel is going on. You only added one Herald and you got a set card. I need... Oh wait, this card isn't live. Granted, that doesn't matter. I just need to set. I need to set, I need to draw a generator this turn. Well, I need to live this turn, and I need to draw a generator. I've deck thinned a number of them, which is a problem. Guess the other thing I could draw is a Drytron name. Ah, but they drew a not a Drytron name, I meant a Bestial name. But the problem is, they just drew a Drytron name. They have 7 cards in the extra deck. I would be surprised if they didn't have another rank 1. If they have a rank 1, I literally... Oh no, that just... yeah, that wins them the game. If they attack in the well... in the objectively wrong order. But in the correct order in this instance. Because you should always make sure you can clear Ash Blossom. But you can't ritual summon, unless that's what that is. Oh no, you can ritual summon, which means they now have Omni Negates. Oh no, they got rid of it. Any ritual from your hand or grave. Right. I am now in danger. I mean, this was already in danger, but, like, you know, I'm now in extra danger. Danger plus. Rank 1. Yeah. Yeah, that's just the game. I can't quite believe I didn't draw another Bestial or Generator card. I'm not exactly sure on either of those. What did we go through in that duel? We went through Field Spell, Vala, Ha, Utgarda, Nidhogg, and Lopter. And Boldrake. Which means you've got Witch, Lopter, Pathfinder, Magmut, Saranid, Druis. Nagel, Nid, Vala, Field Spell. Boss fight. A good couple of cards, you know, that we could have actually drawn to win that. But, enough what-ifs. Get back into it. If we keep focusing on the what-ifs, we won't actually get that many duels in. And it doesn't seem like we're making Diamond tonight, so let's just get the duels in so we can get more cards. At least that's the theory. In practice, it's not working out so well. Which means next month is probably gold, but on the other hand, next month, I think it's just like a regular month. I don't think there's any reason that we're particularly missing streams. Gimme draws. Yeah. Hey-o. Hey. That is one draw. Nice. They're playing into it. As long as I'm not being FTK'd, I appreciate this. 15. That could still be the FTK. You reckon they would address the FTK? That's another question. Because I'm not sure. Target another effect, special summon. If normal summoned or destroyed, you can add a Doomsy. Yeah, go for it. I've only got the one. So, destroy, special, then equip. I think they are just playing into it. If I didn't know better, I would say they're just going for an FTK. But I don't think they are. I don't know. What's your thing? Oh, you're not an equip spell. Cards cannot be added. Well, that's another summon from hand. So we've got two draws, we've got a Chalice, we've got a Goldrake. Oh, right, they need to equip a spell, and then, yeah, there we go. Nidhogg. Okay. I would like to provide interesting commentary over what they're doing, but I've only seen it once, and I was mightily pissed about being basically FTK'd. I had all of the Bestial to my name to stop it. I guess if we start seeing Bamboo Sword cards, then again, I might be a little miffed. Like, okay, there's a chance that, you know, I should have been playing more, but, like, I also feel like you deserve the opportunity to not be FTK'd. Is this all, like, it's all Medius the Pure related again, isn't it? Yeah, it's his little face who's going insane. Oh, it's... okay, it's not FDK. Neat. Field or grave monster effect, though. Noticeably absent hand. Boss stage. I know they can destroy cards on field. Yeah, not doing that. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of the other one. What are you hiding back there? You want something? I've got a Forbidden Chalice. I can kill this by battle. But there's no actual reason to. So, what if we went to battle? So yeah, what if we just attack in? We've got Forbidden Chalice anyway. Does when you can work for damage depth? Or if sent to the graveyard, so yeah, they would be able to negate it, but that's why we've got Chalice. It's not how this works. Like, you negate its on-field effect, but you don't negate the graveyard effect, and because that's if sent from field to grave, it checks grave for the activation timing, not field. Wait, am I just wrong? What do you mean? Negate its effects. Yeah, but it's a... I don't get it. I don't get it. It's negating the effects of the monster. It's no longer that monster when it gets sent to the graveyard, right? It's a different card. That's the whole bit, like location changing, right? Oh well. Right, let's do it. Boss stage, activate. And it goes through. So, in this case, we get you. We get ourselves some tokens. And then we have two kinds of monster negate, which means that we should be able to protect Lopter. At least from this guy. Field or grave, yeah. They added the equip. Yeah, they added the mistake equip spell, but on the other hand, that was actually a mistake, for I'm not drawing cards outside of that one Molchami I have. Right, so yeah, we're then doing this. I'm going to tribute this off. You can try and negate with this. No, no, come on, what's preventing me from targeting it? Fuck. Come on. Why is it the equip spell as in, like... Fuck you, you dumbass bitch. And now that's an actual equip spell. Well, I haven't seen this archetype 3 times before, so, you know. Why the fuck is it just untargetable because you have an attached material instead of it as an equip spell? Equip spell? Why gimmick be gimmick? It's really frustrating. Now I've got to wait until the next turn, and that's probably a little too late to do things. They just had 2 of it as well. It's not even like they had one of it. I had an opportunity to just read it elsewhere. Once per turn, quick effect, destroy another face-up card you control. Yeah, okay. I mean, what am I gonna do? Chalice my own monster? Go for it. Fuck off. All this card is equipped with a quick card, quick effect, you can special summon. Yeah. So that will also be untargetable. I love untargetable bullshit. I let them do that. They can't activate it this turn if it's the trap. I get to see what it is, and if it's the spell, then, like, you know, hey. Okay. Actual just hard make a 4. Gaga Magician. Okay, what? Oh, piss. I mean, I am negating that, right? It's just like, there's no way. You're not making UFD. Not with that one. I would not be surprised if we didn't actually win any more duels at the moment. I'm not playing the best of my ability, am I? Are you making UFD with these ones then? Is that the idea? Can I get to UFD from this? Yes, I can. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect. Great, it's only a monster effect. Well, yeah. Summon back. Can't be targeted. Can be targeted. Can't be targeted. Doesn't matter if I target it, because who cares? I'm not dead this turn, but on the other hand, they can also just make a Zeus. That's a lot of damage. I already used that. That's still not enough. But on the other hand, I can't target 2 of their cards, and I kind of need to target their cards. It's like a nice little thing I have going for me. What's that one? Turn inflicts 500, but I don't think it gains that. Fuck off! There's so many cards that do it! What is the issue with giving me a card that actually helps me out? My opponents get all the cards that help them out in their times of need, I don't. Have I cosmically offended someone? Have I offended Dyer? That's not Farfa. Farfa's in, like, Master at the moment. Unless... Just give me 2 seconds. I swear I'm looking at the game. Yeah, he's not even online. So, right. We're going for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. It's a set hand, you know. Crackdown, Cyclone, Floodgate, Chalice. If the sleeves are accurate, this is going to help out. If they aren't accurate, you go for it, my guy. Do you think I'm playing Lab? Oh, we're actually seeing the Magnet Warrior stuff. Okay. Magnet Bonding, activate 1, add, fusion. And you can only use each once per turn, so you can use all 3 effects in the same turn. What if we just negate this one? We crack down something that's like a little stronger, maybe? Oh, nope, they're going to fusion now. Because they really want that effect. Nope, they're just adding. Okay. Yeah, go for it. Add level 8 Magna. Tellusion. Banishing a Sigma plus and a Sigma minus from hand or face up on stone and or graveyard. Card or effect. Target. Take control. Okay. Reveal this card in hand. Fusion. You go for it. It is an 8. I have a 2. And yeah, that doesn't actually stop my back row, so I think I just... Oh. Oh. Right, they're not summoning this. What are you summoning? Conduction. Add a Magnet. Normal. Quick play. Field. I mean... Let's just, you know... Flip your face down. I don't have 9s, so I don't need you. At least I don't have level 9 synchros in deck. Maybe I should at this point. Because even if I can just make Crocodragon, that means I have an extra 9 for like Xyz plays by stealing a 7. Is this an add or a fusion? It's an add. Okay. Neat. Oh, does that summon out this guy from the grave? Neat. Cool stuff. Give me your monster. And apparently that's how you do it. Oh, okay, they got 2 set cards. We're getting rid of this one, because I would assume this is imperm. Correct. And all it is summon this guy. Really think this one's been out a while. I didn't know it did that. I'm not familiar with every card in the game. I'm sure we're all familiar with this by this point. But I didn't know it had a quick effect. What could you be summoning that works in this case? Okay. The answer is I don't know what you could be summoning in this case, but it isn't it. You probably like your graveyard a lot more than I like mine at this point, so... Whatever this face down card is, they're thinking on it. Imperm. Yeah, okay. What do you do? Handle Grave, destroy a rock monster in your hand or face up field, special summon this. This one's just flipped face down permanently. So I think all we do is we just hit the one that's face up. They then have a face down, which we can kill next turn. And we're good. This doesn't have a graveyard effect because it has 3 on-field effects. This doesn't have a graveyard effect. You don't have a graveyard effect. So it's whatever you draw. It is your 1 card. And I have a 3200 beat sick. Negate this. That goes through. Assault Synchron. Yeah, we finally did it, guys. We did the thing. Return. Roddy Rose Dragon. It's not synchro summoned, but you know. You just have a Foolish for 2 for cost? Basically? Excuse you? I can summon a fire or a dragon, but I don't have a fire or a dragon, right? Monster with a lower level. Oh no, I could just summon a monster with a lower level from there, so okay. Must be. Must first be. Right, okay. Chain on. We have a compulse for this. I guess they're calling it Father because Block Dragon, right? This deck plays and abuses Block Dragon. Well, abuses. Block Dragon is a card to be abused. Face it monster on the field become Earth if fusion summoned. Right. But what if it's no longer on the field? Goodbye. I'll take a monster. I'll take this. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving 2 monsters, negate that attack. I get to keep a body. That feels pretty cool. And this is an Earth. This is an Earth. This one's a fire, but like you're not boosting yourself. Oh, it's just another Earth. Right. My bad. I got a level 4 body. They keep going. Why can't I just have like a small win? What the fuck have I got to do to earn anything like minor? I feel like I haven't played this terribly. Although, was there a reason for, like, saving the compulse for, like, whatever next fusion summon they do? Maybe there was. If fusion summon special summon, quick effect target Earth, and 1 card return it to hand, so this will go back to the extra deck. Yeah, this will go back to that hand. Yeah. I have 8-6 on the board already. And you have to get rid of... I mean, it's a once per turn. But you do still have to get rid of this somehow. I guess I'll get my Black Rose back. That's neat. Have you normal summoned? You got 91. But that's still not enough. Because you forgot, like, this guy's first effect. mean, it still negates the attack. It's just negate that attack, so it does still get stopped. I still live this. Which is so incredibly dumb, because there's nothing I can fucking do that actually gets me out of this. Rank 4 for Granite. Are you adding Block Dragon or are you adding Nibiru? I feel like those are the two extremes. You will not combo, I will combo. He will combo. Can I draw anything in this scenario? I feel like it's exactly boss stage, and I've got 2 copies of it. Give me a link to Masquerena. Alright. Does that put the required rocks in graveyard for Block Dragon? I guess it does. So do we reckon they're going to time out? Because I do not think they... Oh, that is just the end of their turn. Okay. GG's, idiot. Fucking hell. What does it take to get a win here? Not been doing so hot. Right, give me a minute. I just need to pop away for a couple seconds. And I guess we're back. Right, on with the next one. This is going fantastically. I didn't think we were going to get into Diamond today, but like this is worse than I was thinking it would be. Because we know Plat 3 is a hellscape, but why is Plat 4 being such a bother? We've got a mildly decent deck at this point, you know? It's got power staples in it, like actual power staples. We can occasionally draw a decent hand, you know? I feel like they have something. They definitely have something. Ash or... I think if they have Ash, we need to get it out of the way now because we're going to possibly draw them into, like, something better. I don't know. Fua. I mean, that's only the one from the deck. That's actually fine. Because all we're doing is we're getting Valor. And the Valor's fetching us Ha. Never mind. I think I probably Reborn Lopter. Right. It is not much to look at. They have a 5-card hand. We've got a Summon Negate. We've got Boss Stage, which isn't particularly fantastic. Could you really fucking stop? Yeah. We just gotta do it. Fuck's sake. It's fine. They've used that many hand traps. It's fine. You've got a 3-card hand. How about no? Nice 2-card hand. What do you have? Good. Better. Boss Stage. You want to draw cards during my turn? You've got like a Maxi hidden there. Because that right there is game. And we can get better. You can only send one, you can't negate everything. And, you sent a monster, right? No, that's okay. We got Boss Stage. Negate one of them. And congratulations, you negated the wrong one. Good job. If you're able to hand trap me that many times on my turn to try and interrupt my plays, I don't think I care about whether you win or lose in a painful way. I'd rather hope you lose in a painful way. I know hand traps need to even the playing field, but I'd rather I've already made it clear how much I dislike them. I didn't draw the Maxi, but of course, you know, you should be playing it. 1 Imperm, which they drew. 2 of their 3 Fuller, and an Ash. You couldn't have drawn any of the bricks in the hero deck, you know? Like, you couldn't have drawn Plasma. Right, we actually have some Legacy tickets this time, so let's do that. Because now we have basically an extra weaker Master Pack. You know, another fresh 8 cards. He says, where there is not a new card among them. That's miserable. What does it take to get new cards that do something for anything? because, like, there's nothing that's really changed up a deck we have for a decent chunk of time at this point. Like, that doesn't even matter, because we don't have, like, half the Salamangreat cards that are needed. You need Sanctuary, and then you need 2 of each Link Monster. Like, playing Salamangreat on Masochist just doesn't work. Constellar that's new, which requires 2 Constellars. Ritual Beast, which we just won't be able to do. Speedroid. I don't know what we have in the way of Speedroids. That might be something. Another Time Lord, but, you know, we already have it. Ally of Justice we already have. This is a good extender for Dark World, but we're not looking for extenders, we're looking for things that get us started. And or payoffs, I guess. Right, on with the next one, because massively impactful pulls, you know? Stuff that will change the face of my deck forever. For the remainder of time. Right, probably going second. Well, this is what we have snacks for. Last Friday was actually a pretty productive day at work. Apologies for the very loud snack sounds. Last Friday, 2 representatives from various businesses came in. And as a result, I nearly got a biscuit tin just from existing in my parts department on Friday at work. It's great stuff. And this is a game we lose. Isn't it? Yeah, you know, I think I let you get that. Do you play cats or monarchs? Given the choice, monarchs. I don't know if there is a... Wait, what? Oh, stream's not black. But stream does have be right back instead of stats. Thank you, random chatter. Well, Ducks reign supreme. I had someone else say the same sort of thing, but no, it's definitely working, because I can see it on the internet side. And if it was completely disconnected, then the stream would be dead. I would see that no one's here. This is painful though. This is not at all I can win anymore. Low is on the field. It didn't even hit the graveyard. I can't remember if it was literally last stream or the stream before someone said the same thing. Anyway, this is not at all what I'm gonna... How we could draw Dark Ruler no more. Dark Ruler no more is a 1 of in 42 for us. I like those odds, we've had those hit before. I imagine you're playing Pearly Monarchs, you know? That'd be a fun thing to try and make work. I guess. I don't really know. Monarchs I like. Pearly I kind of have a disdain for just because, like, I feel like it's really difficult for a couple of the decks I play, but then some of the others just kind of have an okay matchup into it, I don't know. That's weird. Why would you do that? Quick effect during your opponent's turn. Okay, so... Quick, you know... Let's get rid of you, right? Target one of your voiceless voice, add it to your hand. You haven't done that yet. I did this way too preemptively. I guess I can get rid of this, right? It's not in the graveyard anymore. But no, yeah, given the choice it'd be Monarchs. Because I don't really know what cat decks exist outside of, you know, Pearly and Lunalight. Like, name me another cat deck in the game. Because I can't. Right. We want to get this one. And we want to then summon it. What we're actually doing is playing a Masochist account. We have a moderate generator deck with some nice staples in like some Kashtira's, Raigeki, Monster Reborn, and a couple other bits and bobs. Nice. Field spell, first thing. It doesn't seem like they have anything at the moment. Ritual summon from your hand. You had a ritual monster in your hand. It's Cerebus. While you control low, but you do not control low. Like, low is going to be summoned, but you do not control it at point of activation, which means that this will get banished and you no longer have it. Goodbye. Place a voiceless voice, continuous spell trap. Okay. Banish special... Wait, what? Hold on. I didn't finish reading that. From your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Why do you just get to do that? I'm trying to play the game. Is that a crime? How many banished cards are there? 3. That's not enough. Normal summon. What can I do here? Can't reach for battle once per turn target, but this hasn't used its negate. It literally hasn't had a chance to. I now can't target it anymore, which means this doesn't work. What can I do? You're a negate and destroy, right? Negate the activation. This link card and monster at point that cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. It's like the one thing I can think of, which is really shit. Because it doesn't do anything. Can I just, like, ask really politely that you just give me low? What do you do? What are you thinking on so hard? I just want to take control of low. I've got Metaverse for next turn, but like, I don't think that does anything. Okay. Targeting the field spell. Alright. So, do I want low on my field more? Probably. I don't really know, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with the fact that I probably want low more. My low. Yeah, you know what? That wasn't actually the worst of plays. Wait, it just needs to be in the graveyard? Okay. That kinda sucks. Just a little bit. You don't have the negate because you don't control low. Do I get rid of this? I guess I'll keep it. I think I lose. Like, pretty badly. I don't know whether I should try to bait this first and then go for a... Oh, I definitely should have gone for the Link 4. Because that would have just been Boral Sword. No, everything they control was a light. Target an attack position monster, changes the defense. Also, this card can make a second attack. Yeah, I can't actually target anything. I would have had to succeed in the swap and have locked her, which wasn't happening. Anyway, fun times. Right, on with the next one. Win 1, lose 2. Win 1, lose 2. That feels like the pattern. I haven't actually checked the win-loss rate, but I would not be surprised. I was hoping to be more optimistic and, you know, happy this stream. I got biscuits. Biscuits improve my mood. So I guess there's that. Today hasn't been a particularly bad day at work, you know. I got that to be happy for. I got a Raigeki. I got a Forbidden Chalice. I got an Alpha. That feels like a go second hand. Feel like Rescue Rabbit is trying to communicate with his long-lost twin. Right. Depends. They might do things. They also might not. Send a Blue Eyes monster or a monster that mentions it. And add Mausoleum. So it depends on the rest of the hand, but I think they probably have things. The good part of this is Raigeki plus Chalice doesn't clear. Just realised it doesn't clear because if they're doing the end board they should be, they will be ending on the Majestic Dragon, which has a destruction protection once per turn. I could normal summon Condemned Witch for a second one. Send the Maiden of White, add Mausoleum, which means you have a Blue Eyes in hand, because otherwise you wouldn't send Maiden of White. Or you just have the thing. Yeah, okay. Right, so we're sitting through full Blue Eyes combo, again. But I have my biscuits. It's fine. Everything's okay. Have loud crinkle sounds. I don't know how loud they are. They're not hugely close to the microphone, but on the other hand, it's, you know, it's crinkle bag. Maybe Pearly Monarchs is the next channel video. I would say either that or Lunalight Monarchs, but here's the thing, I hate Lunalight. I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, people being a furry or anything like that. But the archetype just kind of screams furries at me, and it's not my shtick. Yeah, it looks like it is pretty much full Blue Eyes, because now they get the special summon the Condemned, you get the, what is it, you get True Light. You haven't used True Light yet, so you can use that special summon the Blue Eyes. Okay, just 1 second, just want to see. So is everyone in Master Duel playing Magia? Because I could swear, genuinely, that Magia is not great to play, right? The last I heard, Magia is not, like, fantastic to actually be playing. You're not going for the full end board. Do you have Chaos Max in hand? Are you setting Ultimate Fusion? What are we doing here? But yeah, last I figured it's because like you're playing the vanilla target instead of the one that gives you targeting protection, and you're playing Chaos Max. No one wants to play Chaos Max, you know. Yeah, gets your Blue Eyes. So what about your extra tuner? Or are you doing a 9 Synchro to tag into Crimson Dragon to get the Synchro Rumble card? No, you're summoning Jet Dragon. Which means I can't destroy anything but Jet Dragon. Can't target Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is not Blue Eyes White Dragon, so I can negate into Raigeki. But that's not happening. That's Spirit Dragon. And that's... sure. I am yet more confuzzled. Okay. That's not a bad top deck. I think we just lead Raigeki. As I said, I think we just lead Raigeki. So... yeah. 100%. Goodbye. Now you can do Jet Dragon. You want to do Jet Dragon? Activate boss stage. Gate the Jet Dragon. Summon Alpha. Get them to draw. Get a boss stage. I don't know what this face down is, but I think it's just kind of worth going for it. Yeah. Draw one. Send a monster, please. This could be advantageous for them, but it also just might not be. We're banking on it might not be. Kyber Man. Right. Bounce this back to the hand. Do I know what that is? Wait, no, they set it this turn, right? No, I didn't. Okay. I didn't even need to use the Forbidden Chalice, I don't know why. special Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay. Unfortunately, I think that means is more, yeah. Because that one's just going to be on 0 anyway. Special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a level 1 Light Tunic from your grave. Yep, there's the Chaos Mags. Which means they're pretty close to just being able to fusion summon. Oh, they're just going to do it now. Yeah, it is that. Okay. Fuck my life. That's the Yugioh, which has a monster negate per turn, a spell negate per turn, and a trap negate per turn. You haven't used any of them. I can give you another draw, but it is another body. And then normal summon and attempt to search. I feel that's worth it. It threatens Droplet to them, which means they should respond to it. And they do. Of course they do. I'm not sure I can beat Yugioh. When your opponent activates a card or effect. That's the thing, it's just card or effect. Which really fucking sucks, can you believe it? I can't beat it. Oh, just fuck off already. Everyone started playing Yugioh, but it's an objectively shit card because you've got to run an extra deck Garnet and a main deck Garnet that you just won't be summoning ever. It's a damn sight cheaper in Master Duel than it was IRL, but of course it's since had a reprint. I don't know how cheap it is IRL anymore. It's still probably cheaper in Master Duel. Go in second. Exodia profile. I'm not doing well on this whole positivity thing, am I? Can I get the last biscuit? In pieces. Alright. This does nothing for me. I'm gonna chance that like one of those is macro. Just a hunch. So are you saying if I never summon any monsters, let's try it. And let's put Valor away. Let's attempt a singular normal summon. And just him. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I've lost Lopter, but oh well. Dimension Wall. Okay, so that's 15. Oh dear. End phase, you know. Burn begins again. Is this recyclable? I don't actually... Oh yeah. I think I leave that. They're really chugging through their deck. Ceasefire. Okay. 500 burn. So what if I just, like... I mean, I know what happens. Like, I synchro summon for the super heavy, I fucking die. Okay. So yeah, again, what if I just don't special summon? I don't know what else they've got face down, so let's just attack. Honestly. It couldn't be another Battle Trap in the Battle Trap deck. Damn. It was. They take 300, I take 15. Seems like a fair trade. Main 2. Yeah, sure, we'll just call it a turn, you know? I love playing against this kind of opponent. I absolutely love this kind of gameplay. I have, like, fuck all spell trap removal. Okay. Tribute. Okay. Well, now we have to play the game a little bit. Which kind of sucks. Right. I don't think I thought that through. We're good. Wait, why can you... I don't control more monsters than... Right. It's a fun game. Playing against someone who just doesn't care for it, you know? Oh, right, I have to discard a card. Fuck. Burn is not a hard deck to play against, and I've somehow just fucked it up colossally because fuck me, fuck my life. Positivity. I can't do it. I can't do the whole positivity thing. Why is this thing still saying that? There we go. Go in second. Why would anything change? Why would we have a good time? Especially when it's end of the month and all the worst players are up here, so we should have an easier time of it. Why would we have a good time? It's a sick art, but I fucking hate it. I hate Dark Magician. You're playing Dark Magician, Yugioh. There is no synergy. Are you just trying to piss people off as fast as you humanly can? Good thing I have double Cosmic. I can get rid of this, I can get rid of this. I can chain it to each other in the same chain. This doesn't have to be the first thing I do. Which means I can put the Chaos Mirage back, you know? That's pretty neat. I can put the Garnet back in the deck. Unless I really want one of their monsters on my side of the field for some unknown reason, and they banish one. That's the other condition. Okay, there's regular Yugioh. That's Terra Incarnate. And now you have a Terra Incarnate. And now you have a Link 2 and you do Unchained plays because fuck me, fuck you. No, but you do summon out Phantom. Does say when, so I don't know, are you making the 12? Are you playing the 12? I guess you must be. Yeah? Like, these are all cards that people, like, cut ages ago for being bricks. Why are they suddenly just being back in decks? SP Little Knight. Okay. So it's Cosmic Cyclone. A Nightmare Pain. For Cosmic Cyclone. For this one. Can't reach dark battle, you take no bat damage. It's like the only thing I can kill is SP if I could get over it, but you're not allowing that, I'd reckon. At least let me choose which Yugioh it is, you know? Choose Spirit. If destroyed, special Yugioh. I can kill this, right? No. Cannot be short for battle. Normal Venom. Give me a card. Okay. Neat. It doesn't do anything this turn. But thanks for the card. Set mystery card. Get my monster back in the end phase. Do you trippy signal for Yugioh? No, Yugioh dies. No, it's only during your end phase. Wow. It's better than I remembered. You're not even limited. Fun. Oh, I take all 500 burn damage and then take 16 direct. I could, like, negate that, but there's not a point. I want to save this for something that matters. This currently doesn't matter. Now you see, this does matter. And they gain 3k, right? can't let them have that, but I also can't let them have this, and I also can't let them have this. Fuck off. What other decks just haven't had support in this category? Losing, you lose a rank. G. The last support Mech Phantom Beast had wasn't really Mech Phantom Beast support, got abused by other decks. Shiranui last support was God knows how long ago. We're going second with not the worst hand, not the best. But if the opponent starts to play, I cannot stop them. I can only hope that I can do whatever I can. Am I about to be FTK'd? I might be about to be FTK'd. For those of you who do not know, Heroes, specifically Neo-Spatian version of Heroes, has an extract monster which requires Neos, and 2 other monsters. I believe it is Glomos, and I don't know, I want to say... No, it's not that. It might be Dark Panther. And it is just a turn skip. That's right. They haven't got rid of all of them. They still exist. 3 with different attributes. If this card is special summon from the extra deck, you can activate this effect. For the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot activate cards. Your opponent's cards your opponent control cannot activate their effects, and your opponent cannot respond to this effect's activation. So yeah, not only did you have Yugioh, not only did you have Azathoth, Hot Red King Archfiend Calamity, whatever, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity, you now also have this. You now also have the Doom Z turn skip. Can we stop having turn skips in this game? Do you reckon it would be such a small thing to adjust on a ban list? Would it kill your player base? Because I don't think it would. Trade offer, you receive some good new support for your deck. Counter offer, you can't turn skip your opponent. I feel like that's a good trade. You can rip a card from my hand, can't you? You can. Just because. For the funnies. For the giggles of it. There is an objectively best card that they could destroy for me. That is not it. Did they say I could not summon if I did that? Or is it just your opponent cannot activate cards for effects? Yeah, so I could have summoned Alpha. But now I can't do that. I can summon, like, Condemned Witch. I don't even get the, you know... I don't even get the Chalice from it. I just get Condemned Witch. I am not peaceful enough to be able to do Masochist and be content. Not when it goes this poorly, this frequently, this late into the month. With a deck that has managed to get me to Diamond before. Granted, I'm aware there was a factor of luck in that, simply just by virtue of some of the opponents not really playing the game. But that is also how we clambered out of Silver in the first place and everything, so... We have hit Diamond. And I am fighting for my life trying to stop deranking to Platinum at 5. Also, if on the rare chance that I don't swear like a sailor off stream, this does nothing to help with my manners generally. I do not tend to wish people well as a result of fighting them on the ladder, which is not really a healthy mindset. Someone's going to tell me that this is actually a crazy board, but is that it? Attack is declared, target. Once per turn, target, negate. Face-up card. Okay. Bet. Do you wish to negate? Okay. That was easy. But they did add favorite contact. So I gotta be careful about that. Am I still Xyz locked? I might still be Xyz locked. Let's find out. I'm not Xyz locked. How does favorite contact work? Oh, great. Just anywhere. In that case, we're not going to go for nearest because they would just use favorite contact. They would just chain it. Like, definitely. Here they might not. No, but they will call by the grave for my alpha, apparently. Sure. That was not best used then. I'm sure you know that. Yeah, now they do favorite contact because, of course, yeah. I know, it's a two-player game. You gotta build your deck accounting for the fact that it's best of one, so you should probably have go first and go second cards in the deck. And I kinda do. Fuck you. How much attack? No, you just... So yeah, it's gotta be this one. Get out of here. Do I in fact live a turn? During either player's turn, target a face-up card and negate that target's effects. I'm not sure the Condemned Witch is going to do much for me here. Fuck off, you and your top decks. I can't get a card that would help me out for shit. But my opponents have consistently gotten everything their heart desires. Has every opponent I've faced made a contract with the devil? With God? With Jaden Yuki's spirit? Go first. At this rate, they may have just made, you know, everyone's made a deal with the Spirit of the Pharaoh. Or more specifically, the Spirit of the Pharaoh hates me. Those are two very valid options, me feels like. Ogre. Okay, that didn't do anything. Gimme Forbidden Chalice. It does give me Forbidden Chalice. Well, I have Lopter, which can translate into Valor Nidhogg, or Valor Lopter, or just a single generator name. My options are varied, you know? I've got a whole 2-ish interactions. 2.5. Snake Eye. What do I do against Snake Eye? I need to get Locker for Valor, but then the issue, yeah, I guess the issue is it's gonna be Nidhogg. It has to kind of just be Nidhogg, and then we just negate a Link Summon. Alright. Tribute for Valor. I think we're going to have to use Chalice on this, which kind of sucks, because it does mean it will be able to get over things. If or when? If. Uh, 2, 3. Not that Ogre matters, methinks. But we're gonna do it. Hello there, Unsolved Mysteries. Hope you're doing well. We're not doing so great. Come on. I mean, is this limited? It is. Okay, great. We hit one good card. That's not a great top 5 to hit, though. Like, there's so many better things. And, like, yeah, we've been doing better. Like, our current stream has gone about as well as the last one, minus the technical difficulties, I guess, so it's better on that front. Oh yeah, still need to upload, like, the last part of last stream, which is a whole 8 minutes. We have pulled nothing of interest today. The deck has changed not a sausage, and we are down in Plat 5 from Plat 4. We've been kind of going 1 step forward, 2 steps back for the whole stream. Except now we've gone 3 or 4 steps back, so we do rank into 5. Otherwise, over the weekend, doing okay. Was able to go climbing, hang out with a friend, play online, some Elden Ring Night Rain. I've finished my solo Guardian playthrough. What else? Seen The Wild over the weekend, I think. Along with the 39 Steps, a re-version of it, not the Hitchcock version. So yeah, it was not too bad. Just kind of chilled out and watched some YouTube videos as well. That is expensive. And if you want to target him, then, like, you know, you're gonna have to run into him. Mystery unsolved, because why not? Not everyone wants to put time into every mystery, you know? Some might just get left as like, I don't know. Oh, you didn't want to crash? Why didn't you want to crash? There's only one correct answer. Yeah. Don't know why you took a lot of time to make that choice there. Yamatako! Oh wait, that's actually really good. Right, so what do I do? You negate and destroy, don't you? How do you summon? Hand or Grave. I could make this. You know what? That is better. Dark Ruler. No monster effects for you. Special summon, so it's just on the field. I don't know what you have here, unless you still get the option to attempt to activate the effects. You do. Alright. You want to pay 2k? You can pay 2k. They don't even have anything in the graveyard. Apparently it was just always Ymera. Just kill this and kill the other one. They don't take any damage, but I now have two 3k beatsticks on my side of the field. One of them is protection. You do remember Dark Ruler no more at the start of this turn. Are you not familiar with Dark Ruler no more? Got 3 cards, you've got a field spell, you don't really have graveyards set up. Okay. Neat. Doesn't do anything. If you have a spell trap, you can try and trigger the second effect, but I'll then just protect, and because you control cards, you can't use Imperm, and I don't think you're playing Forbidden Chalice for some reason. You could be playing Droplet. I don't think you are. Do you use the effect? You do. No. It's that simple. Good game. Well, that's all it takes, you know. All it takes is your opponent drawing next to nothing. Like, just straight up next to nothing. You're going to take something from mine or something from yours, because something from mine will do you nothing, something from yours will still not do you anything. Okay. You can place one monster as a continuous spell. But I don't know that that's going to do anything considering the face down. Or considering the other beatstick, really. You don't have a fire monster in your graveyard. You also put the wrong one. You could have just done this. Their loss, I guess. I'm a little confused. Foul phase. Punch. Game. Win. Apparently. Why we won that one of all things, like, or why they... I don't know, what could they have set? I guess we revealed their top cards of deck, didn't we? They had, what, Startling Stare? Yeah, they had this one, right? And that doesn't do anything for them. Not on 3 of this. I feel like that's dumb. Likewise with, like, not playing 3 Oak, do you not want to... Or, like, 3 Poplar? Do you just not want to be consistent? Playing a 1-of Droplet, 1-of Imperm? I'm a little confused. But that confusion has garnered us a win. Which is something I'm desperately in need of at the moment, because we need new cards. We need to up that stat, which is in steady decline at the moment, called the win rate. I'm not sure how easy it will be next time. Great! We got a Radiant Typhoon card. If you can't tell, that was heavy sarcasm. That's so bad. Like, okay, great, it works for Baby. Meanwhile, that's not terrible. Like, it's pretty good for B-Trooper. You still have to fusion summon it, but it is pretty good for B-Trooper. 2 Radiant Typhoons. I can't even summon it if I wanted to. I don't think I have 2. I don't think I have 1 Radiant Typhoon monster. And even if I do, I don't have an MST. Spirit Illusion, which is like Fiend or Illusions, which isn't great for us. That's not a fantastic tribute summon. We have a couple goblins, but not enough to really make use of this. You kind of use this as like the 40th or 41st card in a goblin deck a lot of the time, or you side deck it. Can't be special summoned, all tributes must be wind. Awful. And Fiend or Zombie, that was the thing. So yeah, those polls, surprise, don't do anything for the deck. Okay, we got time for a couple more. Let's go in for, you know, a couple more. Assuming the first one doesn't take us 3 years to do. Wait, it's just Generator? How long could it be? That's a lot of tiles. I guess we'd have more if we did festivals. But we don't do festivals, we just do ladder. And we also haven't done a lot of the quests, or a lot of the missions. Oh, we gotta go first, and, you know, we won a game, so now we must disconnect. Is that it? The opponent has Alt F4'd. Come on. I won the coin toss. Come on! At least it doesn't count it for a win or a loss. And of course we lose the coin toss after that. You love to see it. You love to see it. The game is working as intended. Crushing your spirits. Oh, and what a go first hand that would be! You gotta do boss stage, you gotta do this for Chalice, and then you get a whole Cosmic Cyclone as well. You even have follow-up. I'm not being fucking FTK'd, am I? There is a chance they just don't have it. Oh no, fuck. I don't think I can do it. Like, I think I'd need a Bestial? 2 Bestials? I'd need a Summon Negate? I'd probably need Dominus Impulse at this moment. We get a 1 coin toss into a server disconnect into a lost coin toss against an FTK bot. Master Duel, truly the best game. Fuck me. They're just like, because yeah, we can't Cosmic. The first action they do is draw phase. Murderous. That's literally all you need. dangerous one. Does it know? It does. Oh wait, hold on. Wait. Give us a second. Once per turn when you can. Does that do it? The last thing to happen is this being banished, not the life point gain. Let's fucking go. Right. They've got 21,000 life points, but they are now without a win condition. And we've got Generator. And we can still summon Alpha because they have higher attack than we do. More likely than not, the FTK bot is going to quit, though. Okay. I learned something about the FTK bot. If it looks like they have the set card, you just need to banish it as Chain Link 1 of your draw phase, which grants us a whole 2 outs in the deck. Or, you need to draw a Bestial for turn to banish a card from their graveyard, which ups it then to 6 outs in the deck. But we are still playing a 40, what is it, 8 card? No, a 47 card deck. So that is 6 in 47, which is not the highest. We probably need to drop that somehow. As in drop the deck count, but I'm really struggling with it. Because, like, we don't win enough coin tosses to just be prepared for exclusively first, right? Like, today has been proof of that. So I've got to put in the Raigeki. I should probably put in the Monster Reborn. And, like, you know, I don't know. They're trying to figure out what would... Well, that's the thing, it's a bot, right? This is not a player. So I'm a little... I think they just time out, I guess, right? That must be it, because it's not the... I don't know that anyone actually plays the FTK. I'm pretty sure you just set up a bot, the bot runs it, and just like duels with the FTK. It surrenders when it doesn't have it, it plays the game when it does have it. If it can't complete it on the first turn because you interrupt it or something, it scoops. If you go first, it scoops. But I have allowed it to get to the FTK, in quotes, and it hasn't happened. So I guess the bot doesn't know what to do now. It managed to summon the monster, but the monster effect didn't trigger. Is this not an instance they planned for? I'm so surprised that that's actually an out to it. It makes sense. Yeah, that's time without input. Opponent surrendered, okay, sure. Earned. We worked it out. Five legacy tickets. We need something like that. Can we have, like, ultra rare we do not have? Is that a big ask? We can get a rare we do not have. Wow. Majestic. I guess we have rank 9s, but we also can't make rank 1s in the same deck. And we much less make 2 XEs in the same turn, you know? Awful. Unironically better than this. Draw muscles, okay. Old fusion. Yeah, sure. Any number of your banished, equip them. And destroy one of those cards. It gains just 1,000. Not 1,000 power or anything, just 1,000. Gladiator B support, ritual, anti-support. Okay. Yeah, not overall amazing cards, but Master Pack. Right, Master Pack 1. Just because it's not very shiny doesn't mean it can't be good. Like, that's danger support. We actually have some dangers. Targets a danger we control, and then basically once the opponent controls, bounces them, and then we can just summon the danger back, because their summon effect is not a once per turn, but their discard effect is a once per turn. Oh, here is all 5. Shout out to, what's its face? Fill in the jank. I guess this is a new card then. Target up to 5 cards in any graveyard, banish them. As a trap card, it's pretty decent. I think you'd probably just play it in stun, because it's basically Soul Release, but better. Another branded beast. We do have a couple Bestials, but I don't think quite enough. Right, second pack. Another... Okay, hold on. 2 level 4s. Detach, destroy, change. Wow, that's so bad. Okay, it's a Monster Reborn kind of card. We've got Scary Moth, which is, you know, the next best Vanity's Ruler, or Vanity's Fiend, I guess, you know. But the rest of these are kind of awful. So, surely we just need to get a win so we can get some better cards. And we'll get that win, like, right now, yeah? We managed to work out, actually, how to stop the FTK AI. It's only taken me, like, I don't know, 30 encounters, 50 encounters with them. It could actually be that many. I don't think it is, but it could be, because we do have, like, a good 2,000 duels under our belt. Oh, do we have another server error? You gotta love them. I know we lost the coin toss, and that means that we're in a bad position that time, but, like, you know, it's better when the server just works. I'll take the going first. Don't think I won't. I'm not going to maintain the sanctity by just, oh, we lost the last one, I'll give my opponent first. No. Oh, but maybe I should have done. Yeah, small indie company, you know. Cosmic and Crackdown. I think I have to rely on the Cosmic Crackdown and Bestial putting in some work. The Mulch Army is just kind of here for the ride at the moment. As Link material, probably. Although it could be Xyz material, right? 2 level 4s. Oh, Goblin Bikers. Speaking of. Right. Add a Goblin Biker spell trap. The question is, do they add the normal? No. No, they do not. This is a dark, so I can Bestial it. Okay, you tribute that one. Fair enough. Because that means they're probably going to go into the 3 that's a reborn. That they are. Yeah. We wait for that. We steal the dog. It's slightly higher attack. They now need to use the continuous spell if they want to do it. Do you not have the continuous spell? That would have been a really good card to get. Okay. You didn't want to attack with the other one. It's an imperm, which means the other one was probably imperm as well. Nidhogg. Oh. I hate this game sometimes. Ugh. No, I'm not going to continue my main phase. Surprise, surprise. Right. Perulia, help me out. Or don't. If the opponent just doesn't do anything, that's also fine. I got a draw. They also have, like, nearly lethal. They also just have lethal. I need a dark in the graveyard, and I don't think they're going to put one there. You see, that's what they should have got last turn. And that's it. We're not going to preserve the sanctity of the last thing and just give our opponent the coin toss that the last opponent had, because, you know, it's the you know, responsibility of our small indie company to maintain that. Why do I get punished for big... Why do I get punished for the indie company decisions? For their errors? I chose not to abide by the coin toss because it was a fresh coin toss and a fresh duel and a fresh opponent, but no, apparently that's wrong. According to the universe. Fuck off! What the fuck is these hands? Compulse Chalice, yeah, sure, it'll do it, right? We set 2 cards last time, and that worked, kind of. Not really. Just barely. The thing is, I couldn't have taken the level 6 in the last duel simply because then they just, you know, they make big gabonka. They make what the deck's supposed to do. Cockroach Knight, okay. Excuse you. What are you doing? Machine Alistair. I'm curious, go for it. Add Invocation. You're not using my graveyard, so summon whatever you want. What do I need? Same attribute. Yeah. So I can just, you know... Cyframe Driver. So that's Mechabo, right? Yeah, it's Mechabo. Thanks for the driver. Now what? Kaiju. No, you can't have driver. Have this instead. Oh, that's mildly funny. What are you doing in battle? You're not doing anything. I could make the Black Rose Dragon. I could also just make, like, Bonkai, you know? I could also make, what is it, the Angel, right? No, Smart Dragon. But yeah, let's go Bonka. Big 4K. Hit hard. Alistair is not in hand, Invocation is not in hand, Kaiju is not in hand. What are the odds you have another one? Decently high. Three cards. I've got a Chalice, I've got a Samurai. Go face down. I think they just go to battle phase as a habit. I think I can just kill them. Apparently so. That's all there is to it. Compulse their Mechaba to take the driver, and then they give you a Kaiju. Now you have Big Monster. Cool. Honestly, who cares what they would play? Right, 2 Master Packs, and then we can call it a stream. We've tried our best, and it didn't do much of anything. We managed some wins, we found probably a lot more losses, but hey ho. Inferno of the Ashened, which is where you can stop reading. Good God, we get dupes. I can only imagine how much easier this challenge would be if, like, you know, you get 6 copies of a card, you can break 3 of those copies down to craft a card that it is in its related cards of the same rarity, or some shenanigans like that. Because, goddamn, I'd actually have decks at this point. When will I get a Royal Monarch card? I just want to go into the pack. I just want to play some Monarchs. They definitely aren't better than Generator, but, like, surely you just let me. Do they even have, like, Monarchs have a pack, but is it updated? Doesn't look like it. Otherwise that would have unlocked something. Transfigured Hero Shrouded, yeah. They don't have the new support in the Monarch pack. Which is, you know, joy of joys for me. I still don't actually have Monarchs on the main account, I don't think. I haven't used, like, the URSRs to actually just kind of get it done. Archmage Graflair. Wow. Nightwing Cleric actually looks kind of cool. And, like, yeah, I could have Pancratops. But, like, I don't need it. Can check. How would... Oh yeah, I just go check on the, like, check on the card, how to obtain. yeah, just in the Master Pack at the moment. Whereas if you go to the Related and you go to How to Obtain, it's still in the Monarch Pack. And I expect not in the Monarch Pack, no. So yeah, the new support's not there yet. I'm just curious for a second, if I went by, like, number owned, right? Yeah, imagine if you have, like, you know, another 3 copies of a card, you can break that down, craft a card of an equal rarity. 1, 2, 2 rares, 2 commons, 4 rares, 5 rares, 4 commons, 7 rares, 5, 7, 7 and 7, 10 and 7, 10 and 8, like, that's just a lot of cards, right? I could almost build a deck with all that. I could, like, it is my challenge, but, like, no. I've gone it this way for so long. I think if you want to make the challenge easier, that's something you can do, because then, like, the issue at this point is, right, that duplicate cards mean nothing in a Masochist challenge. You get to a card at, like, 4 copies, and as soon as you've got the 3rd one, you've got all you ever need. You get a 4th one, and it's just, like, it's just worthless. And there are some cards where you don't even want, like, you know, more than 1, because it's a garnet, or you only play 1, or something like that. Or, in some cases, they're literally limited to 1, and we have 2. So, if that's how someone else wants to play it, I think that's actually a fun rule. I think that's something you could do. But we've been going this long, I'm going to keep it the same. We've kept, I think, all the rules the same, except the one about the pack. I think that's the only one, like the entry pack for the celebration, because they had, like, you know, royal rares in them. Anyway, I hope you guys have all had a good time. Should probably update the stats. Remember to this time. 2215 played. So we've played 19 duels. We've played 19. How many do we reckon we've won? I want to say... I know it looks like I'm looking at it, by the way. But because I'm editing the stats right now, as you can see, this little window is just obscuring it. So that's why I'm trying to guess. I want to say 7. Apparently we won 7. Okay. I'm disappointed I got that right, honestly. I was hoping to be proven wrong. Well, that's for the next, you know, stream. Session 138. It's still better than a 1 in 3 win rate, which is like, okay, that's grand, but I think we've kind of eclipsed that by now. We've eclipsed the want for the 1 in 8 win ratio. We now want, you know, over 50%. Or is the next ballpark like 40%, I guess? I don't know. But yeah, I hope you've all had a good time. It's not been the best of times for our results, but it's been an okay time streaming. My name is Cat Monarch, and I guess I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday's stream, where hopefully we begin the start of a new month proper, and we just kind of go for it for the month. Anyway, yeah, my name is Cat Monarch. Look forward to catching you all next time. Hope you all have a good one, and goodbye for now.